for large-scale coral reef rehabilitation after blast fishing in Indonesia is an important coral reef restoration project in Indonesia that aims to repair ecosystems that have been seriously harmed by coral mining and blast fishing. To stabilize the reef substrate and sustain transplanted coral fragments, some 11,000 modular structures were set up over a 2-hectare region between 2030 and 2050. Live coral cover increased for less than 10% to over 60% as a result of the initiative, proving that intensive rehabilitation efforts can be carried out even under difficult environmental circumstances. The results show that in order to maintain coral reef in the face of persistent human challenges, complementing management techniques are required. The objective for this case is to install specially designed structure to support transplanted coral fragments in order to restore important coral reef and ecosystem services. This case is studied in Pulau Padi, South Sulawesi in Indonesia. The longitude of this case is 120.283 east and the latitude is 2.133 south. In this area, 900 species of fish and numerous coral species is found, and this area covers approximately 1,390,000 hectares with 900,000 hectares.
To begin, let me explain the methods used in this project. Firstly, during the project planning stage, we conduct baseline ecological and social anthropological studies. These studies show us to establish a clear understanding of the environment and community dynamics. We also monitor the coral cover in the 3 types of sites: reference, rehabilitated, and unrehabilitated, to gather comparative data. Secondly, site selection was a crucial step. We focused on the match risk areas and choose specific reference sites for comparison. Monitoring sections were carefully established, considering the deployment dates to ensure consistency in data collections. Moving on to the technique used in the project. First, spider structure technique. We utilize hexagonal shaped structures made of reinforcing steel rods. To enhance durability, we applied rust protection and fiberglass resin coating. Additionally, the structures were coated with beach sand to encourage coral requirement. Second, coral rehabilitation technique. Approximately 11,000 structures were deployed, covering 7,000 square meters over 2 hectares. Coral fragments were attached to the structures using a gardening approach, which involved nursery establishment to aid coral regrowth. Lastly, monitoring technique. Regular surveys of coral cover were conducted to track progress. We compared the result with reference sites to evaluate the effectiveness of our rehabilitation efforts. Growth and survival rates of the corals were also meticulously documented to measure success over time.
As for the result, number 1, estimate of live coral cover on the reef before and after spider deployment. For pre-intervention, the natural live coral was 7%. After the spider deployment, live coral cover increased to 48% with 25% on the spider. This growth was attributed to natural requirement and coral extension on the spider. For damaged reef, coral cover increased from 6% to 40% after spider deployment but dropped to 3% spider removal, leaving rubble as the dominant substrate. Number 2, coral requirements and species in the rehabilitation. Natural coral requirement on spider was estimated at 1 non-acroporate required per spider by October 2017. Total of 42 coral species were observed on the spider, and 58 species were growing nearby or among spider. 29 species were at least concerned 10% were vulnerable and 30 were near threatened, based on the World Conservation Union 2070. Despite non-systematic observation, the rehabilitation efforts supported a diverse coral assemblage. Number 3, based on bleaching. Minimal coral bleaching occurred in the rehabilitation area with less than 5% affected despite high temperature exceeding 30 degrees Celsius. Bleaching was mostly shallow, with no major difference across section, and occasionally damage was caused by predators like crown of thorn starfish and Rubella species.
Spotted a diverse coral assemblage with at least 42 coral species on the spider and 58 species nearby or among the spider. The species included 29 classified as least concern, 10 as vulnerable and 13 as near threatened. Natural requirement was estimated at 1 non-acropic required per spider. The area supported a mix of naturally occurring and spider-supported coral, contributing to overall biodiversity. For rehabilitation costs, the total installation cost of US $165,000 for 11,000 spider covered material, labor, construction, transport, installation, and transportation will reduce costs when volunteer divers participate. Maintenance costs were estimated at US $3 per spider for the first 3 months, primarily for removing algae gardening, dam shellfishes, and replacing dead coral fragments. Removing dam shellfishes during the early week was crucial to preventing algae overgrowth and ensuring success. Lastly, for the challenges, coral cover varied across sections due to difference in development dates, location, and disturbance, with storm causing damage, notably to Section 4 in February 2017, and high temperature exceeding 32 Celsius in Section 2 and reaching 37 Celsius in early 2017. Though bleaching remained minimal. Illegal fishing by cyanide fishermen between November and December 2014 caused damage and vandalism in Section 1, with retaliation involving ripping out and piling spider necessitating repair. Algae gardening, dam shellfishes, and coral predators like crown of thorn starfish and Rubella gastropod cause early challenge to coral growth.
Now, onto the discussion. This highlights the success of a large-scale coral reef rehabilitation project that demonstrated the scalability and cost-effectiveness of using modular spider structures to stabilize rubber fields and promote coral growth. With an economic cost of $23.57 per square meter, the project rehabilitated 2 hectares of heavily damaged reef, achieving a significant increase in live coral cover and diversity. These spiders, coated for durability and design to allow unrestricted water flow, supported rapid coral growth and natural recruitment, demonstrating resilience even under challenging conditions like storms and illegal fishing. While the rehabilitated areas did not achieve the same coral cover as the nearby no-take zone, they exceeded many other reefs in the Coral Triangle and beyond. The study underscores the importance of collaborative efforts involving local communities, scientists, and private sector entities in achieving reef rehabilitation goals. Community engagement, improved awareness, and partnerships help foster sustainable practices and local stewardship of marine ecosystems. However, the project faced challenges such as insufficient pre-deployment baseline data, lack of systemic monitoring, and ongoing anthropogenic threats, including illegal fishing and pollution, which require better management and mitigation for future success. Future directions for coral reef rehabilitation include scaling up such interventions to other regions, incorporating coral nurseries to provide stress-tolerant coral fragments, and integrating socio-ecological approaches. The study advocates for a multi-pronged strategy that combines the reef rehabilitation with fisheries management, marine protected areas, and pollution reduction to enhance reef resilience in the face of climate change and other stresses. By prioritizing careful planning and adaptive management, large-scale coral reef restoration can become a viable tool for conserving these critical ecosystems.
Assalamualaikum. I am S71971 Nur NATASYA binti AZMI. Today I want to present a recommendation. Firstly is strengthening illegal frameworks. Ban on harmful fishing method, prohibiting techniques that destroy a coral structure, requiring fishing to obtain a license that amended sustainable practice. Next is penalty for the infractions. Penalty for those who engage in illegal fishing activity. It can help a government can protect a coral system for the overfishing and habitat destruction, ensuring their long-term healthy and resilience. Promoting education program, school program, integrating marine education in school curriculum to teach a student about the coral ecosystem and conservation. Next is a community workshop, organizing event to inform local communities about sustainable practice and the ecology significance of coral reef. Next is a public campaign, utilize a media or outreach initiative to engage the broader public in a coral conservation efforts by increasing awareness and understanding. Community and individuals are more likely to support and participate in initiatives aimed to protecting coral reef and mitigation human impacts. For the net is use an efficient coral restoration method. We have a coral gardening, continuative coral fragment in nursery before transplanting them into the degraded reef to promote growth recovery. Next is a transplantation, moving healthy coral fragment to damaged area to enhance biodiversity to accelerate recovery. That's all for me. Thank you.